red fucking clay, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You should have told me. My fucking mouth is all fucking chopped now because I had the intake coming in the end. I'm like,
Yeah. Kind of sucks bringing a vehicle like this up to the mountain.
yeah, not fun at all. Not fun at all.
So this is the property. And we're about to get a storm. So that'll kill down some of the dust.
The fucking dust. I was enjoying with the windows down. I was like, we fucking roll this up. Alright, we're here. This is plots. We're on plots. There go my chief there. We on here. Really different now. It's good soil.
Oh.
You use that stuff for clay.
Yes, indeed. And I haven't been down here to cut stuff, to weed whack, to mow. Oh, and I didn't bring any bug spray for you. That's the water tower that I was going to put up before we got the house.
Damn, yo.
What?
Yeah, the camera don't do fucking justice.
No, not at all.
All right. So this.
Shalom, everyone. I am the one and only J.A., and this is Tarzan. He came out to visit out here in Oklahoma, the wild, wild west of Indian country, which due to that McGirt case, we're going to end up going back to. I don't know what that all is going to be or how all that's going to turn out, if it's going to be the First Nation rising up on all of the people that actually moved out here, live here, own property here, or taxes got to be paid. I don't know. But with all that said, Tarzan, how after you've seen the land and the property, what do you think about it?
I just told my family. I have a gym out in Florida, and I was just telling my gym as a joke, I don't know if I'm coming back. The mountains, the air, the quality. There's not enough people for me to compliment on the range of people, and I'm a fan of it.
Well, let's look it up. Yes, of course, I do multitasking while driving. Florida, Florida population. The population of Florida is 22.4 million. All right. Now you're saying that you haven't interacted with enough people out here, and there's 22.4 million people in Florida. There is 4 million people in Oklahoma. 4 million people.
That's not even a 25% margin.
Wait. In Oklahoma City, it's 1 million people. In Tulsa, it's 1 million people. And then think about the rest of the state where all the rest of the population is.
Impressive.
Yes.
Impressive.
Population density is a thing. That's why when I was telling you about the police and stuff out here, how
deputized and
how people get deputized, and you are your own first responder. Like in our county, I think there are 5 or 6 ambulances, and 3 of them are in a shop right now. And we're the biggest county in Oklahoma, so I don't know how all that's going to work out.
I think it sounds intimidating from the outside looking in, because you have the amenities. We talked about this the other day. You talk about the amenities, the normal customs. Everyone craps on the city, you know, for what it is and legislation and what people are going through. But it's the luxuries that people really have to take a grip with and take full accountability in. And again, if you're comfortable with kind of taking that responsibility as almost a sovereign entity. And you bump into a state like Oklahoma. I've never been to Oklahoma. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm a big person on hunting. I love fishing. Like,
yeah, I didn't even take you by the lake
This
where
is
you
beautiful,
can go fish and everything. Well, at least there you actually have to have a fishing license to do it legally.
Oh,
but
really?
on people's property that have giant ponds and lakes and stuff, you can fish there. Like the guy that owns all the property that surrounds me,
Yeah.
next to his house is like a 90-acre lake. Yeah.
Wow.
That you could just go fishing. And that right there is our property is on the other side of that mountain in front of us. So
Yeah.
this is the north side.
Oh, see?
We live on the south side, but a little bit further over that way. Yep. So what do you think? Oh.
Nah, because it's the scale, like the scale
Right.
of the mountain.
Yes. What do you think that what would keep you in Florida versus bringing you to a place like Oklahoma?
Honestly, I made very good friends. My business right now is in state of Florida, so me going back, it's about how long.
Right.
You know, that's the transition period. I'm looking at, again, I touch ground, I kind of see what's going on. You know, I love you with all my heart. Seeing what you got going on, it's now just a matter of time.
Yes.
You know, as before, for years, almost 3 years. Oh, you know, eventually. Now I'm out here. I catch it with Panama. Kind of seeing awareness now. It's kind of like giving me scope. Like it's just a matter of time. Now that I started a business, I kind of want to get my business up afloat where it could be self-reliant on itself.
Yeah.
And if I had to fly out back and forth, then I would have to make that equitable income.
Right.
You know. And I already have a number in my head. You know, like I'm doing calculations as I'm out here now. So, okay, you know, if I could do this within the first year, second year, you know, boom, boom. But I'm planning on making my second trip come around even before the year ends. You know, and this time coming out with my team and just getting
hopefully to the airport that's closer to here.
Yeah.
That you can get a flight right there.
Yeah.
And then just come here instead of having to travel for a couple of hours to a bigger airport.
It's kind of ridiculous. You know, Spirit Airline doesn't have a direct flight that went out.
Oh, they're not to there.
I know.
It's going to be something like United or
United
or something like that to get a direct flight out there. But the direct flights only go to specific places and maybe 1 or 2 per day.
Yeah, man. The scope of this is just, it's beautiful, man. It's absolutely beautiful, man.
Now, how do you think your children will like it?
I think my kids will love it. I think my kids will love it because inside of my own children, there's the little feral creatures that they are. And the city life is just, it's not, listen, anybody that's listening, if you're getting the calling, it's my brother Jay. He's been saying this, and we've known each other almost more than 10 years. You've been saying this for a while, but there's a calling. Answer it.
Yep. Come out of here, my people, lest you partake of her sins. That biblical verse right there is a true and honest thing. If you don't like the politics of where you're living or the violence or the people that you're living around, you are giving into that and you are partaking in that because you're comfortable there or because you were living there. People are nomadic. People move to a better situation. So if you continue to keep yourself in that situation, you are choosing to be a part of it. And all you're doing are complaining when you can get up and go. I moved out here with pretty much nothing. I filled the van that we're in here. This is what myself and my pregnant wife lived in for a couple of months until she had the baby. Then we got a camper and lived out of a camper for
3 years.
like 2.5, 3 years. And then now we made great connections and we're able to get a house in the absolute middle of nothing on the side of a mountain.
Which is beautiful, the house alone. So even, we talked about this, even the house you have
Yes.
in a urban environment easily goes for $1 million.
Oh, without question.
Even more at most. The size, the scope, with acreage of land, lot, and then the greatest is absolutely nobody around you.
No one.
Ha! No sound pollution, no noisy neighbors. Ha, ha. Yeah, you sold me at the driveway.
Oh, yeah.
Sold me at the driveway. And somebody's
which I gotta repair.
And somebody's in way.
That's the thing that people don't understand. Like, you have to take care of things on your own. If I want people to be able to come visit me, or if I want to make it easier to get up and down the mountain, I got to take a machine and smooth out the driveway because the county isn't coming to do it. I'm not paying some ridiculous amount of taxes like I would have been paying in New Jersey. In East Orange, New Jersey, the property taxes for a house on a quarter of an acre lot with houses touching your house, when I left, was $16,000 per year.
It's crazy.
So if you paid off the house and everything, you're still paying $16,000 a year
On top.
to have that house. That is not sustainable. It's ridiculous. And you would want something, like, for all that you're paying and shelling out, you would want something better for that. So now what I'm paying here in taxes is nothing.
It even goes in the sense, making a joke out of it. If somebody loves you enough and they want to visit, them being at the bottom of the mountain to even make their way up to the top of you, it's loyalty.
Yes.
I don't think you guys understand. No camera gives it justice. We can videotape the route. No. Real life, going up that mountain, it's like, bro, are we safe?
Right.
Are we gonna get stuck here? So that alone is like a way to keep out the predators of society.
Exactly. If you come up my driveway, you were not lost. You were intentionally trying to come up my driveway. And
Violators will be trespassed.
Yeah, per the 4 laws in Oklahoma, when it comes to gun violence, at least in the rural parts of Oklahoma, you were trespassing, you automatically volunteered to eat a bullet. So don't go trespassing out here. Make yourself known. Like, wave, say, hey, I'm lost here, which you can never get lost coming up my driveway.
No. There is no loss. Hey, I'm 4 minutes from any sort of like, nah. You're telling me you follow this dirt road up the mountain for 12 minutes.
Exactly. You were intentionally trying to come up here.
Yeah, nah, it's different gory.
If my dogs don't get you and I'm not there, my wife will get you. And she is a damn good shot.
It's funny, man.
That's the country life out here. Now we're about to go to a store so you can experience the country atmosphere. Now, for the next time you come out here, you got to remember this day that people are going to remember you because you look a little bit different. Plus, you're with me. They're going to say, hey, you know J.A. and all those other guys.
Yep.
Hey, so we know that you're good because they're good. And that word will spread in this small town environment.
For those watching, Jay's like a celebrity here.
Nah, not a celebrity. I'm known, but not a celebrity.
Humble beginnings, my brother. Humble beginnings. Yeah. It's interesting, man. This stuff is like I said, it's just a matter of time for me. It's just a matter of time. I just called my mother. I was on the phone with my mom.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, Mom. So yeah, I'm in Oklahoma. What are you doing in Oklahoma? Getting land. Why? Ma, I think this is the next stop, your son. This is the next movement. This is the next move. I'm done with the urban environments. East Coast, I think I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Any of the coast. But it's a good thing that you know and understand coming out here, you don't bring any of that with you.
No.
Because the people out here, if you try and poison the well out here, oh, it'll get cleaned up real quick.
It's humble beginnings. And I think you said something. I didn't know I'm more of this life than I was an urban guy. Being in the city environment, I've always kind of done things a little different. Everyone would look at us differently. Like, why y'all dressed like that? Why you act like this? Like, you know, and now here I am scoping it out. I'm like, man, I think this is just a calling. I think this is just a calling.
Well, that is pretty much it. Y'all saw the intro of him getting introduced to the property and actually getting his hands in the soil and feeling what it is, hiking up to the back of the property, getting to understand and get used to silence. Because you may think that it's quiet where you live at in the city. It is not quiet out there. When there's absolutely no noise pollution, no light pollution.
You know when it hit me?
What?
You know when it hit me? I went to go pee in the middle of the night.
Uh-huh.
I went to go pee. And the eeriness of me peeing in a bowl at 3 o'clock in the morning kind of put me in Jeepers Creepers phenomenon. And I was like, dude, should I be looking at the window right now? It's pitch black.
But wait, you were inside.
Dude, there's a fear.
You should have went outside to take a piss because that is an experience as well.
Man.
You get that connection, then in the distance, you start hearing coyotes howl. And I'm like, oh, there are monsters out there in the dark.
It's hilarious, man. It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Yep.
I definitely was peeing inside. I heard the dogs all morning. It's like a turf war going on outside, man. It's like I'm gonna stay in the bed. I think I'm all right here.
Yep, pretty much. But thank y'all for watching. Tarzan, thank you for coming out. I hope that if any of you are serious about wanting to actually COOHMP and go to a rural place, go visit it first. See if it's actually for you. Because a lot of people on the road that I lived on, they thought that life was for them, and it wasn't. They bailed quick. Living completely off grid, no electricity, trying to survive off of solar.
Not for the faint.
Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. Hey, everybody is not built for it. Everybody isn't built for this part of the country. You think you are, but you might not fit in because you have so many shields up about who you think that you are and what you need to be. So break that paradigm, really look inside yourself. If you are a person of faith, dive in that word and cleanse out your heart so that the Father can give you the grace so you can move forward and do the best for you and your family, because living in Babylon is not the way.
Not the way.
No,
at all.
not at all. So y'all have a blessed day. Shalom.